The Palm Springs International Dance Festival will be held on March 26th through April 3rd. The annual program, presented by the nonprofit Nickerson-Rossi Dance Company, has a variety of performances that aim to educate and inspire. And this year's festival will feature some incredible dancers, including from Ukraine. I spoke today with the founder and director, Michael Nickerson-Rossi. Michael, first off, tell us about the 6th annual Palm Springs International Dance Festival and what's new this year.
Hi, Peter. Thank you so much. It's our 6th annual program. And what's new to the festival, in addition to all of the educational component, I have to say, I'm happy that education is on a comeback, because prior to COVID, we were about 400 students that were traveling in from all over the world to Palm Springs. And this year we're at 150. So I'll take it, because things are still slightly moving forward, but this is a sign in the right direction. What is new is our first ever Indigenous dance residency. And I'm quite passionate about it because I really have this much knowledge in terms of, the lineage and what has happened. And, we're in Indigenous land. So for quite some time, I've wanted to work with tribes to honor and pay homage to what's happening. And of course, dance is such a cultural element that has been in lives forever. And our first artist that we have is Julinda Freeman, and means small bird. And she is from the Delaware area in terms of the tribe, which is Lenni Lenape. And what's great with her is that she comes in for the full week to prepare a performance and it's informative, it's educational, it gives a history of what has happened to her family. And her great grandmother is the surviving member. And so she discusses the travel from east to where she is currently. And so that's a huge highlight for us, because now our audiences will have a deeper understanding on how the Indigenous people are so important in our culture. And so I will work with her moving forward and how we bring this cultural element to the festival moving forward. But we're very, very excited to have her present her work. And that performance is on Saturday, March 26th.
Fantastic. And I understand there's a new dance theater being built.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to come see it. It is. And so we're calling it Nickerson-Rossi's Dance House, because it will house all the programming from the International Dance Festival to the professional company Nickerson-Rossi Dance. And then, of course, during COVID, we built the Palm Springs Dance Academy. So now our students, we run a conservatory type program. They will have a true dance theater, and it's the only one in Palm Springs.
And someone we both adore, Terry Kedover,
yes,
is going to be a highlight feature at the festival this year.
That's a true rumor. Yes. Terry is a beautiful person. I think anyone that knows her will agree. And what's interesting, Peter, is in 2012, I had written a proposal, not knowing anyone here in Palm Springs. I wrote a proposal, and she is the woman that responded. The proposal went to the Palm Springs Art Museum. And at that time, I was actually visiting on the East Coast, and she called me and said, "We love your concept and your proposal." And I titled it DNA. And DNA was the acronym of life, of course, because when I came to Palm Springs, there was no professional dance that was here on a current, basis. And so years later, we just talked about us having the 6th annual Palm Springs International Dance Festival. We just built the Palm Springs Dance Academy, and the company, Nickerson-Rossi Dance, has been leading this the whole way. And so it's, only apropos that Terry Kedover be the first named in our newly built dance theater in downtown Palm Springs. So we will have a fun private event for her honoring, and it's going to be well attended. It's a private event, but I'm so happy that she has embraced us.
Coming up, part 2 of my interview with the festival's founder, more on the dancer from Ukraine and how she's coping with the chaos in her homeland. Part two now of my interview with the founder and director of the Palm Springs International Dance Festival, Michael Nickerson-Rossi. Something else worth mentioning is that you have a Ukrainian dancer taking part in the festival this year. How is she coping with everything that's going on back in her homeland?
You know, it's such a personal, I'm easy with how I ask because I think it's such a personal emotion for everyone. I mean, everyone has their opinions about everything. And Nadia, her name's Nadia Popova, and you'll be connected to her. But she danced in Ukraine forever. And she moved to the States and she saw the company here in Palm Springs. And so first she saw a concert, and then she is now taking private lessons from me. And she has family there, and it's not good. So for her, she'll answer it in a way that I think is best emotionally. But I do know that dance is saving her life on how she copes with the current situation.
Before we let you go, Michael, if people would like more information on the festival, where do they go?
Thank you, Peter. You can just go to palmspringsdancefest.com and it will take you to the landing page, which is the Nickerson-Rossi Dance landing page. And it's the 4th tab on the right, which is the International Dance Festival. And it gives all of the info for all the great events we have all week.
palmspringsdancefest.com. All right, Michael, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Peter. Bye-bye.